for the LaGrange Grangers Coaches Corner on WELR Eagle 102.3, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now live to Johnny's New York Style Pizza in LaGrange to give you the inside scoop on LaGrange Grangers football.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Coach's Corner live here from Johnny's New York Style Pizza. We're the Kia LaGrange Coach's Corner. We appreciate you joining us tonight. We're talking with Coach Chuck Gibbs after the Grangers, a big game last week against Cedartown. Cedartown comes to town on a Thursday night. Coach, you had a couple of obstacles. One, this is the quick turnaround of having to play on a Thursday night, but then also playing with a few men down. I think maybe 7 starters not able to be on the field that night, and then to take on a team that the previous week in Cedartown had battled Cartersville, at the time the number 2, 3, depending on what poll you look at, team in the state, only losing that game 21-20. You had a daunting task ahead of you as that team came in, but the guys battled the entire contest.
Yeah, that's one thing about our kids. They got grit, they got heart, and they're going to fight to the finish and finish games. Again, life's all about teaching these young kids how to deal with adversity. And, having a few kids ejected and right or wrong. And, the state kind of vindicated us on all but 2 accounts. But nonetheless, it was what it was. And we had a short week to try and train backups. And, in football, especially high school football, it's next man up.
Next man up, yep.
And, we our kids are doing everything we're asking of them. It's just it's the final step of execution and finishing each play and finishing each drive, and we're just coming up short, and you feel like it's Groundhog Day. It's deja vu. Here we go again. We're talking about another 1-score loss, and we've been in every game we've played in, but and you worry about the leadership challenge where the kids start to get down on themselves and start questioning themselves. Is this just like last year? When are the wheels going to fall off? What happens if we get blown out? We're going up against a tremendous team in Cartersville, and they didn't have their best game against Cedartown, and so looking at it, for people to expect it to be a 9-6 game against Cartersville, it is more than likely not going to be. I think they're the best coached team in our region. Their defensive line, their down 3 are better than each one of those kids are better than anyone on any other team, and I just, they execute well in special teams. To me, they're like they're a public school, but it's almost like you're preparing to go against a financially well-off Catholic school.
Right. Let's take a quick break. We'll come back with lots more to talk about as we're talking about LaGrange High School football right here on Eagle Sports.
It is Take Home a Titan Truck Month at Nissan of LaGrange. Hey guys, Richard Cates here, General Manager of Nissan of LaGrange. It is time for you to get away from the norm and into the new Nissan Titan. With America's best truck warranty at 5-year, 100,000-mile bumper-to-bumper, there is no reason not to be at Nissan of LaGrange right now. It is time for you to be a Titan. Come see me at Nissan of LaGrange, where all of our Titans are $10,000 off for Titan Truck Month. Nissan of LaGrange, your friendliest hometown dealer.
Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's a step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships.
At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center, we believe teamwork makes all the difference in your health. We believe that skilled people can achieve higher standards and exceptional results. We believe in a game plan that's focused on patient safety and quality care. At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center in LaGrange, we believe in life well lived. To learn more about award-winning healthcare, visit wellstar.org/WGMC.
Have you gotten your flu shot? Now is the time. Holmes Pharmacy is the place to get your flu shot. And if you have insurance, it could be free. So don't wait. Drive right up to Holmes Pharmacy and get your flu shot today at Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, inside the Piggly Wiggly at Lee's Crossing, and in Hamilton. And if your doctor feels you need a high-dose flu shot, Holmes Pharmacy has you covered.
Hi, I'm Perry Prather, pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy. We have your flu shot ready. So come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
Now back to the Coach's Corner live at Johnny's New York Style Pizza on Eagle 102.3, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
All right, so I just found out, Coach, you were actually up there at Sandy Creek with us last week in the lightning delay with the troop game. Did you at least have us tuned in on the radio? That's the big question.
Oh, absolutely not. I'm in the stands, and we were leaning back against the press box and just enjoying the game and watching watching troop. I mean, they got some just tremendous athletes, and it's fun to go out there and watch them play. And I know they're a rival of ours, but them being kids from this zip code and this city and town, and they got a lot to be proud of. They put together, and Coach Glisson's got a great program going over there, and they're rolling.
Well, and I think that's one of the things that being from LaGrange and actually having worked with kids from all three zones, ultimately I want to see all three programs back to prominence, back to where everybody's finding that success that they want to see. Everybody's getting to the playoffs every year.
Yeah, we're trying to do our part, but we're hitting stumbling blocks. It's frustrating, and we went back at it today, and again, the schedule certainly doesn't get easier.
No,
and but at the end of the day, it's all about run fits. It's all about how you pursue the football, fundamental tackling, and the flip side is an offensive scheme that can hopefully create an advantage against the defensive look. We're struggling on offense. I mean, that's not a king of the obvious statement, and the kids are kind of frustrated in there, and so it's a matter of trying to bring something in that's going to kind of get them a spark, and that's where that's the one ingredient we're lacking right now. It's just that one spark of chemistry and confidence that can push us over the top. We've got great playmakers. We've looked around at at the schools, and Cedartown, they've got tremendous athletes at the wide receiver position, and their running backs are outstanding. But we faced good ones, with Tank at Callaway and Aaron Beasley at Hurd, and we faced great running backs, and so we weren't concerned about we're not concerned about a marquee play or anything. We go out, we defend a scheme, and then you got to defend the players within that scheme, and certainly you might need to slide your protection or one side or the other. But defensively, I think it's a blast. It gives us an opportunity to go against a Cartersville team that is they do everything, and they do everything really well. No weaknesses in their offense. They got great playmakers, huge offensive line. They got a tight end that might be the best tight end in the state. And a young quarterback that's come up behind Trevor, and man, that kid can throw the ball through some windows.
Well, I think he's just been waiting for his opportunity for Trevor to. Well, I guess kind of like the kid at Clemson did this past weekend, was waiting for Trevor to step aside. But as I look back to this past weekend, you had to bring say Fitzpatrick over to the offensive side, put him back in the backfield, running the ball. Your defense, another bright spot to me was the goal line stand to stop somebody at the one. Of course, a safety ends up being converted a little bit later, but really proud of those guys for standing up, and it means something to them to get something like that's a defensive touchdown almost when you stop somebody on the goal line.
Yeah, again, you never want to hang your hat on silver linings. At the end of the day, it's all about won losses. We've had so many minor victories within our football program that from where it was when we came in and just the culture and where the kids are, and now our defense goes out. Our defense plays with as much swagger as any defense in our region. And you can talk to the other coaches, and they talk about it. They're wondering what the heck we're going to come at them with on defense, and so we at least got the other teams having to coach. My whole philosophy about defense has always been, we're going to make teams work for it. Everybody can say bend don't break, but we're creating edges where we need to create edges, and boy, we'll stand our ground, and our kids hunker down when they had to. Again, I had a moment where their running back tried to get across the goal line. They weren't taking a knee with the last 40 seconds left. They were trying to score, and Ford, just being a champion as he was, his legs got tied up, and he tried to reach for the goal. And I had that epiphany of, man, somebody is getting ready to punch it out, and our defense is getting ready to get a fumble return for a touchdown. We're going to win this football game. And then the ref blew the whistle, and I woke up, and and it was one of those where, at the end of the day, man, it's high school football. These kids are learning valuable lessons, and our kids are learning to deal with adversity. Why? We don't know. They're doing the right things. They're doing what we're asking them to do. We're putting them in position to be successful. And, we've had injuries. We had, I think we played with our fourth and fifth string running back.
Right.
Obviously, when you take a full linebacker and he goes over to play fullback and, we let him carry the ball twice and then they fumbled the third time. So that was, obviously that was done. But, here my son's 155 pounds and, he's our team's second leading rusher right now. And, and he's never been in a starting role. He's playing a backup role, but he's just one that goes in and just like all of our young kids, they're in and they're doing everything we're asking them to do. But you're not going to beat the likes of Cartersville and Troop and Callaway. You're not going to beat those teams with 150-pound running backs and those kind of things. And so we're still working through all our personnel issues. And sometimes it takes a year. I know Tanner was giving me some love a couple weeks ago about how tough his first year was. And again, one of those things where you got people in LaGrange kind of coming together to help each other and want to see each other succeed. And I've been blessed by that. And their outpouring and willingness to help us and pull for us. And but again, it's just one of those where we're just going to keep grinding, keep going back, and until we can figure out a way and find some success.
Let's take another quick break. We'll come back. Lots more to talk about here. The Coach's Corner live here. Kia sponsored at Johnny's Pizza right here on Eagle Sports.
Hi, football fans. Jonathan Moose Map here from Glenn Smith in Opelika, Alabama. We love this time of year with all the excitement of football, and we also love that Glenn Smith can play a part in supporting high school sports. We support the team, the coaches, the band, the cheerleaders, and of course the families and the fans. At Glenn Smith, we're proud to be your local Chevrolet Buick and GMC dealer with over 500 new and used vehicles every day. Online 24/7 at glennsmith.com. That's Glenn Smith Chevrolet Buick GMC in Opelika. Get ready to smile.
Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's a step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships.
In 1916, Auto Owners Insurance teamed up with local independent agents so customers could get fast, friendly, local service. Bravo! It worked so well, we decided to keep it that way. And 100 years later, we still do things the same way by teaming up with local independent agents who deliver quality, personal service. Some might call that old school. But then again, maybe everything old is new again. Kind of refreshing, isn't it?
Mallory Agency at MalloryAgency.com. For all your insurance needs, it's the Mallory Agency.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics' well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
Now back to the Coach's Corner live at Johnny's New York Style Pizza on Eagle 102.3, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back to the Coach's Corner live here from Johnny's Pizza. Thank you to Kia for sponsoring this, and we're thankful that you're listening to us. And join us every Monday night out here for all the shows. We, of course, go on. Thank you, Greg. He just actually, I think that was just a hot wing he just had. That was that's all it was. But at 7 o'clock, we have Coach Chambers joins us for LaGrange College. At 7:30, Coach Pete Wiggins is here. Then, of course, at 8 o'clock, Greg is here talking to Coach Tanner Glisson about Troop High School football. And, of course, we get going at 8:30 each week, each Monday night as we talk about LaGrange High School football. I'm joined now by Coach Dave Watson. Coach, we were talking with Coach Gibbs a moment ago. Tough ball game against Cedartown. A difficult situation just walking in that. One, it's a short turnaround because it's a Thursday night ball game. Two, it is a game where you're already 7 men down, not 7 guys that are toting water or sitting on the bench or something like that. 7 guys that were instrumental in the success that you have had up to that point, and you've got to kind of reach down to third, fourth string guys, maybe guys who haven't even been in those roles, have to step up and play those positions.
Yeah, exactly right. And we're fortunate that we've always trained and prepared and putting our kids in the best position to be successful when they next man up mentality.
Yeah.
So those kids, we didn't drop off a beat. Again, it just came down to our execution, our attention to detail, and those kind of things. So there's a lot of positives that came from that game. You're exactly right with the adapting and overcoming.
Well, it's 9-6 the hard way, and it wasn't 3 field goals that got them there. They were able to score a touchdown, but then in a goal line stand, you guys were able to hold them off. We end up turning over a safety, so that gives them the 2 points, and there's the 9. But again, holding them scoreless in the second half again, and I think just about every ball game y'all played, y'all held folks scoreless in the second half.
Yeah, we play calm, we play them with poise, and when our kids are coming out and they get settled in, and we just have to find a way to start fast and be perfect. Great attention to detail.
Right.
Obviously we preach that, but we can't give up one touchdown. Obviously.
Yeah. Well, because
that's our job.
Well, and even 3 points is the difference in so many of the ball games. It's not just one touchdown score; it's 3 points in this situation.
Yeah.
If we could have gotten just a little bit closer, because again we've got the kickers by committee that we're working with really 4 guys. They're trading out those roles.
Kickers.
Yeah. Some of the other schools that are in the region would love. Hey, bring us any one of those 4 guys.
100%.
We'd love to have those. But it's neat the camaraderie those guys have too. Of kind of they're very much the next man up and supporting each other, and who's going to take the first kick, who's going to take the second kick. And Coach Gibbs kind of joking, but I think he's kind of serious. He says, "Hey, y'all just handle that and be ready to go. When I call for you, I want whoever the next man up. Let's get on out here and make it happen."
It's a healthy competition, that's for sure. We have fun with it.
Well, and really, that's what it should be. And we had a chance to talk about on Monday nights, especially. A lot of times, coaches running in late because y'all played a lot of ball games on Monday nights, especially with the JV in the 9th grade, giving them those opportunities. And a lot of those guys that are playing on a Monday night are going to see some action on a Friday night as well. And we've seen some success out of those guys. I think there's some real promise that have come from our JV and our 9th grade.
There's no doubt. I mean, the way that Coach Gibbs put together our schedule as in terms of training these younger kids and getting them understanding what we do, how we do it, and why we do it is why you see them successful on Friday nights. And we have freshmen, D linemen, O linemen playing. I mean, that's rare in high school football.
It is.
The weight room.
And also the other part of that, too, is that you can practice and practice and practice, but nothing replicates live action on the field against somebody from another town. You get tired of pounding on each other after a while, and there's just the game speed, the game intensity is something that you just can't replicate in a practice.
Yeah, you do your best, but you and I both know you're exactly right. It's you can't replicate it 100%.
Well, let's take one more break. We'll come back. We'll close things out here from Johnny's Pizza. You're listening to the Coach's Corner live here from Johnny's Pizza on Eagle Sports.
Are you just another truck owner that blends in with all the other truck owners? If the answer is yes, then it's time for you to head to Nissan of LaGrange. It is Take Home a Titan Truck Month. During this time, you have the opportunity to make a statement as a truck owner and take advantage of America's best truck warranty. The all-new Titan comes with a 5-year, 100,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty. This isn't some silly powertrain warranty. This is the real deal peace of mind that no other manufacturer is offering. So come see me, Richard Cates, at Nissan of LaGrange and stand out from the crowd.
Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's the step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships.
At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center, we believe teamwork makes all the difference in your health. We believe that skilled people can achieve higher standards and exceptional results. We believe in a game plan that's focused on patient safety and quality care. At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center in LaGrange, we believe in life well lived. To learn more about award-winning healthcare, visit wellstar.org/WGMC.
Have you gotten your flu shot? Now is the time. Holmes Pharmacy is the place to get your flu shot. And if you have insurance, it could be free. So don't wait. Drive right up to Holmes Pharmacy and get your flu shot today at Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, inside the Piggly Wiggly at Lee's Crossing, and in Hamilton. And if your doctor feels you need a high-dose flu shot, Holmes Pharmacy has you covered.
Hi, I'm Perry Prather, pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy. We have your flu shot ready. So come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
Now back to the Coach's Corner live at Johnny's New York Style Pizza on Eagle 102.3, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back to the Coach's Corner live here from Johnny's Pizza. I'm with Coach Dave Watson, and we're talking about Ranger football. And Coach, y'all got as Coach Gibbs alluded to, we got a big challenge as we go to Cartersville coming up this Friday night. They'll invite a lot of people to make the drive. Let's go there. It's a big stadium. There's going to be a lot of folks there. It's a very much almost collegiate atmosphere when you're up there. Folks start turning up. If it's a 7:30 start, 5 o'clock they're getting there tailgating, having a big time. So you'll have a good time experiencing those things. But you and I were talking off the air a moment ago. A couple of years ago, as Troop was really kind of making their surge, kind of after the 1-9 season, kind of got known in the state a little bit. We had a buzzsaw when we got to Cartersville. Of course, it was Trevor Lawrence's junior year. It's folks that watch college football, he's with Clemson. Got injured in the past week. Hopefully he's doing well. I haven't heard
no doubt.
But we definitely want to see him continue to do well. But he's a kid that looked collegiate in his junior and senior year and just set lots of records. And but he was. I think Herm Edwards said a few years ago he was who we thought he was. He's that kind of player. But this quarterback they've got, I think he's a junior now. Was a young guy playing behind Trevor, and he hasn't missed a beat.
He's a game manager. I mean, to me, they're the New England Patriots of this region's football. They're probably the best coach team that I've faced in both California and, I mean, they coach like a college staff. And they have some of the players that, as you alleviated to, will be playing in college. But those D linemen, the tight end, special.
The tight end is a special kid. But at the same time, we just got through playing a Cedartown team that only lost by 1 point to them. That was able to keep them off the board. Now, do we expect to hold them to a 9-6 as we did with Cedartown? It's going to be hard. But at the same time, I look at what we've done, playing a Callaway that just beat a Bremen, that has played well across the state, and even in their non-region schedule. We've seen y'all hold some really powerful teams that have rolled up 50-plus points in other ball games. In no more than 14. 14 is the most that's been scored against LaGrange High.
Yeah.
So if we can get the offense clicking, if we can get a defensive score, by golly,
no doubt.
I think that the opportunities are still there for LaGrange to continue to improve and get towards a 500 record.
Yeah, again, these guys, we look at it one rep at a time. We don't look at, like I'd mentioned maybe before, there's no big games. All games are games, and it's process oriented, and it's one rep at a time, and it's literally play inspired football, do your job, attitude. Coach talks about all the time, attitude, and then obviously alignment and assignment and effort. And we get that out of our kids, and they play inspired ball, and they're playing for one another. So it doesn't matter what color jersey you got or what helmet color you have on or what scheme. We're going to try to put our kids obviously in the best position to be successful, and our kids will hit you in the mouth.
Well, I think we've been talking about that. We would love to see that the offense find ways to score. I think that you get inside the 30. That we've got a team of kickers that can get you some points, and you just can't discount how much a field goal is important right now for this team. It's definitely a weapon for us to hopefully work towards the win coming up. I get tickled. I've watched those kids play soccer with my son over the years, and it seems like any time a soccer player walks by LaGrange High, they've got to go over and be a kicker and to see it's Ivy, Seha, Rainey, and Cancino. Did I get them all?
You got them all, and the funny part is, when I get a chance to talk with them or work with them, they were pulling their head, and it was almost Barry Bonds. They'd kick the ball and they'd look up to see where it was going. I said, guys, when you play golf, right, you make sure you see that club face hit the ball. Through. And same thing. And these kids they're fun to work with and great kids, and we have not just at the kicking position, but across the board down throughout the roster.
So real quickly, Coach, as we're going into this ball game, we had some things overturned working with the state through the suspensions last week. We're going to have most of our guys back coming into this ball game.
That's exactly right. Exactly right. Yep, fully staffed, fully loaded, and we look forward to this opportunity to compete.
A 9-6 ball game against a Cedartown this past week, undermanned, understaffed, going into a Cartersville with everybody on board. I like the idea that we're going to have a chance in this ball game.
There's no doubt, and we'll always have a chance. With Coach Gibbs, our head coach, and some of the other guys, and the support that we have, and we're fortunate to be here, fortunate to serve these kids, and really excited to play Cartersville this week.
All right, looking forward to it. Invite you to travel with them up to Cartersville. If not, you can be listening right here on Eagle Sports to follow that ball game. Well, that's going to do it for the Kia Coach's Corner. We appreciate you joining us here at Johnny's Pizza out here across the mall right here on Lafayette Parkway. We're here every Monday night talking lots of football. For Coach Dave Watson, for Coach Gibbs, for Luke and the guys over here running things, we appreciate you, and we'll see you next week on the radio.
Hello, Granger fans. A Mike